The series opens with a birthday party of a kid, where a man, Cooper Howard, is working in kid's birthday party. Probably he needs money due to alimony. He has a cute daughter. She is helping her father. News broadcast says things have gone awry in America. The threat of nuclear war that has been looming over America for the past 10 years is now likely to break out. Howard's daughter is afraid of war, but Howard motivates her that she is a brave girl. She asks her dad, can she have a slice of cake? Howard went inside to have her a cake slice. Then we see a nuclear bomb explodes. Its explosion generates a massive blast waves, which breaks the glasses of the house, creates chaos. Everyone runs to his life. The owners of house hides in the bunker to escape from explosion. He didn't want to share the bunker with others. Howard with his daughter runs to save their lives. Till then, more explosions occurs. In next scene, we see 219 years have passed. Now story begins with a girl, Lucy MacLean. She is giving interview in which she tells that she is an active contributor to the well-being of her community. She has repair skills. She loves to work on science projects. She also teaches history with focus on ethics. She is also good in gymnastics. She practices fencing, and she is also good in intermediate physical education, and she has dabbled in riflery. Her hobbies are to read books, gardening, and she loves to spend her time with her dad. She says that she is physically fit and her reproductive organs are intact. Apart from these, she is unable to find a suitable marriage partner, at least one she's not related to. Because that's the rule. So she is submitting her application to the council to participate in the triennial trade with Vault 32 for marriage, so that she can carry forward human race. Her application gets approved by the council. After that, wedding preparation begins. She is very happy and excited. Her father, Hank MacLean, is the overseer of Vault 33. He gets very emotional and blesses Lucy for future and motivates her duty towards mankind. Her brother, Norman, is nervous about her marriage. They went to Vault 32 to greet the groom. Vault 32 and 33 doesn't know each other. Bride and groom didn't know each other. We see Chet, who loves Lucy, is not happy with the marriage. Lucy tells her that she knows, but they can't be together because of customs. Vault 32 gate opens. Lee Moldover, she is the overseer of Vault 32. They greet each other. Then we see Vault 32 offers a breeder with whom Lucy will marry. His name is Monty. They gets married. Hank, father of the bride, toasts and congratulated them for their new life. It was so emotional. Everyone is very happy. They all enjoys the after party. Then we see Monty asks to see his room. Lucy happily shows him their room. Monty closes the door and gets undressed. They gets intimate and starts making love. On the other hand, we see Norman, who is exploring Vault 32, finds crops are destroyed. Norman finds a dead body of Vault 32 resident, and he gets scared and runs away. Lucy feels suspicious and hears someone screaming. She finds out that Monty is an intruder who is from surface. Monty and his entire group are raiders. She tries to escape, but Monty grabs her. He pushes her and knocks her down. Monty says, "If you already know, then you should know that this was the best day of my life." And he tries to kill her, but Lucy attacks him first. They fights. Monty stabs her, but Lucy also attacks him and knocks him down. Then, she injects a medicine from her emergency kit to stop her bleeding. She went outside. She finds dead bodies of her vault residents. She sees that her wedding venue has become a battlefield. Raiders are killing everyone. Lucy sees her brother is scared, and he is trying to hide, but a raider finds him and trying to kill him. Lucy shoots the raider and saves her brother. She hides him in a box. Then we see Monty, whose face is ruined, grabs Lucy to kill her, but Hank saves her. Hank kills Monty. Hank gets alert of intervault door breach from his device. They both runs to the door. They find their peoples taken hostages. Raiders leader Moldover offers Hank a choice to choose his daughter or his peoples to save. Hank chooses her daughter, and he locks Lucy into a safe room and tells her that she is his world. Then we see raiders knocks Hank unconscious and take him with them. Lucy asked her that where she is taking his father. Moldover says to the real world. Then she activates the bomb and peoples of Vault 33 runs to their life and bomb explodes. Next scene opens with Maximus. There's a military training camp where Maximus is being bullied. Some boys are beating him. Then his friend Dane arrived and asked, "Is he okay?" The area seems to be like a base camp. The teacher teaches them that it is the duty of the Brotherhood of Steel to secure Wasteland. They all are trainee. They will serve as squires and will help their knights. This class is about pre-war tech. Then the teacher asks a question about a relic to aspirant Maximus. Maximus fails to answer and gets punished. The teacher says the ability to defend yourself is a part of your training, but you are finders and preservers, and if you are unable to identify things, then you are useless. Then we see an aircraft. It lands, and we see knights wearing the T-60 armor are coming. Everybody is curious of their visit. We see a man is marking some coordinates which he receives from radio. In next scene, we see Maximus is doing his latrine duty. Dane approaches and says to come with him. He has something to show. They both visits to workshop where the steel armors were kept. Maximus is very attracted to it. Suddenly, some officers arrived and asked Dane to come with them. After some time while sleeping, Maximus hears some noise. He sees Dane is very happy. He asks Dane what's going on. Dane says, "Don't you know a bunch of us were chosen to get anointed? I have been promoted to squire to Knight Titus, and we are going to wild." Maximus is not happy. He feels jealous. Next morning we see Dane screams. Dane's feet gets injured. Someone has placed a blade in his shoe. The officers thinks Maximus has done it. So they arrests Maximus and takes him somewhere. In next scene we see Lucy is stitching her wounds. Then she joins the assembly and proposed a proposal. She says we should make a team and should go to surface to search Hank, her father, and the respected overseer of this vault. But the assembly denied her proposal. They say that they can't risk the lives of everyone. Then Norman says to Lucy, they don't want to search Dad. If they did, they wouldn't get to be in charge. Lucy is very upset and she wants to find his dad. So she decides to search him herself. Norman and Chet are on her side. Chet hacks the elevator. They head towards the main gate. Chet wants to come with Lucy, but she tranks him with a dart. Norman also wants to come, but she requests him not to come. Then we see Vault's administrators arrives and tries to stop Lucy, but Lucy didn't listen to them. She opens the main gate, and she walks out. She saw many skeletons and dead bodies outside. At first she is afraid, but then she gathers her courage and she moves on. On the other hand, Maximus confronts a man who seems to be an administrative head. He says that you were jealous of Dane's promotion, so you put the blade in his shoe. Maximus denies, but he do not agrees. He wants to give him death penalty and asks him, is there anything else to say in your defense? Maximus says that he didn't do it, and he is very thankful of Brotherhood of Steel. They gave him food, shelter, and guidance. He also says that if he can help the Brotherhood make it better, he will do anything. Even if he has to sacrifice his life for this, he won't back down. Then the man says, good, now you will be the new squire of Knight Titus. Maximus visits to see Dane. Dane says, don't be upset. They said I'll still have a place at the Brotherhood. Dane congrats him for his promotion. Then we see a sacred process takes place in which Max is informed of his responsibilities. From now his most sacred duty will be to protect the mission, to protect Lord Knight Titus. Now the troop is getting prepared. Maximus gets his target. He carried their supplies and hover-ups in the chopper with his knight Titus, and they heads towards their mission. In next scene, we see three men. Hancho is their leader. They are searching for someone's grave. They finds the grave. Some kind of chemical transfusion is attached to the grave. One man says, why you don't tell us that he is a mutant? Hancho says, have some respect. He is our ticket to a big payout. Then second man says, how long this mutant been moldering in the ground? How do we know he's not feral? But Hancho says not to worry. If he will do anything inappropriate, we will kill him. And they started digging the grave. They took out the coffin from the grave and opened it very carefully. The man wakes up from his coffin. They all are scared. The grave man asks why they wake him. Hancho says, we got a proposition for you. A bounty came down, a huge one, enough to be a last score for me and whoever's with me. He also show him the bounty picture who runs from Enclave. The grave man says, what makes you think that I would give a goddamn about that? Hancho says it ain't where they's running from. I figured you'd be interested in. It's where they running to. That witch Moldover in California. And he also says that that's where you from, ain't it? The grave man says you don't know me, and you don't have any idea where I came from. Hancho says, just do it what I say, or else we will put you back in the grave. Hancho's threat makes the situation worse for them. The grave man kills his men and says to Hancho that it was your last job. My paycheck wasn't quite what you expected. But well, you know what they say. Us cowpokes, we take it as it comes. He kicks Hancho to his grave, and he walks out. He is known as the Ghoul. This was the end of episode 1. Stay tuned for the explanation of episode 2. Thanks for watching.